is September 2023, and this is my word of the year check in. Just in case you don't already know, I fell at the end of 2022 as I was rushing with wet shoes. I ended up hitting my mouth, but biting my tongue, busting my lip, and would you believe it is September and my tongue has not completely healed yet? It's still a small spot, but a good reminder to practice patience, which is my word of the year based on that incident. And as we move into September, and this is the time of year, I always think of this as the new year. I know that officially New Year is in January, but I think of September as a new year because I was a student for so long. I taught in school for so long, and I have children. So this is always this major transition time, a time of moving from the ease of summer back into the demands of the school year. And this year, my demands are pretty high. I have my youngest child is 15, a sophomore in high school, and goes to this amazing arts program that is for acting. And it starts at 7 in the morning, or we have to be out at the door at 7 in the morning. So that's a pretty early morning, even for somebody who is a morning person, it's a pretty early morning. And I, this year, I am really proud of myself. I don't know if I do this every year, but I'm very aware of it this year because of my word of the year, of really just allowing September to be a month of transition and being very patient with myself and with the process, especially given that we traveled for Labor Day right before school started. So our summer schedule was even further off because of that. So I've been spending this time not beating up on myself for being off of my usual workout routine. I so enjoyed these what I call marathon walks all summer long, where not all, 2 or 3 times a week, every week in the summer, I would walk for 10 and 12 miles. Can't do that right now because of the school schedule. So I've been okay with being off of my schedule, kind of thinking about what my schedule will be, and just moving with the new patterns of things, knowing that and trusting myself that I love to exercise. It's important to me. I know it's important for my body, and it's also important for my mind. It's a major part of how I keep my inner peace. So trusting that I'm not going to, because I'm not exercising on my regular schedule yet, that I'm going to stop and never do it again. Because that's just not who I am. That might be who some other people are, but that's not who I am. Trusting that I will get back and doing what I do, but not being mad at myself for not doing more. Giving myself the patience and the peace to transition into this new school year, to transition back into making sure that I am up no later than 6 o'clock so I can make sure my child is up no later than 6 o'clock, making sure that I'm getting all the things that we need to get ready in that hour so that we can be out the door at 7. And still figuring out, where is my workout going to fit in? How is that going to fit with my new work schedule as I'm focusing on these 3 areas of work? Because it's also seems to be a transition in my business where I'm really have clarity that I'm focusing on being a speaker, focusing on helping Black women focus on their inner peace, and focusing on ADHD and coaching. And so as I'm building up all of these parts of my business, there's also a transition there. How do I balance this work schedule and home schedule and keep my joy and my inner peace? So I'm taking the whole month of September to figure that out, with the goal that by October, I will have it pretty much mastered so that I can then continue to improve and grow, but all with patience. So this month, I'm pretty proud of myself in the way I'm handling my patience. And I hope that inspires you to, and I hope you are continuing with your word of the year if you picked one. And I hope it inspires you to give yourself grace as you ease into the new year. Even if you don't have children, this can be a time of transition, as summer can be so relaxed and open, or so busy with travel and other things. Give yourself time to transition into this new space and place as we start to move into the fall.